Welcome everyone to this next video of putting the second track on this layout. Boy, have I started up an uproar about doing things wrong. I have two layouts. One is right behind you, and I'll show you that in a second. This one is Pablo Picasso. That's how I'm picturing it. He went through, as an artist, went through several stages in his art career, life. What I'm thinking of is the one that he started around 1907, called cubism. And it's like, I don't want to insult, I am by no means an art aficionado, and this is by no means a Picasso, but it reminded me of him because it's a little bit disjointed as far as how I'm doing this. It doesn't meet the criteria of standard HO model railroading, and a lot of you folks pointed that out. I'm sorry, but it's just I'm trying to be creative with something, and let me show you. Let's see if you can see this. So this is the first track. This would represent the second track that goes like right here, going around the outside of this, and then it's going to come up all the way and circle around, and then it'll come around over the top of this one that came this way, and down around and work its way down, back around here and connect so that it makes a loop. That's my goal, and that's only the second layer. I anticipate doing a third one. So many things. So I was trying to find a way of determining the slope so that it's appropriate. I'm shooting for a 2% grade, and I was looking, if you have any input, I was looking for an app online that would tell me the slope, and all it would show is degrees and not percent. So I downloaded an app like this. If you can see that, it just shows the number of degrees when you set it on. Like right there, it's 1 degree. So you can go online and find a calculator that will convert it from degrees to percent. So at 1 degree, it's 1.74%. I need to get, I think to do what I want to do, I have to have at least 2%. And I might be pushing 3%, which is really a lot for trains. Anyway, so this is my Picasso. Let's go over and look at the other layout by another famous artist. Okay, so a lot of you folks, well, back when I was a building contractor, building garages, that's almost all we did. We built 600 garages, I think, over a 35-year period. I was dubbed the Bob Ross of garages. So I kind of am picturing this a little bit like Bob Ross would do, with happy little trees, no mistakes, just happy, what do you say? Happy little mistakes? There's been tons of mistakes in here that I'm trying to, as I go, make it nicer. I finally added some grass. I hope to be doing more of this and do something with the water area. That didn't work out. That was supposed to be a pond. It hasn't worked out yet. It will. But anyway, we've got your Bob Ross and your Picasso over there, of which I am in no way the quality of what they are. I'm not saying that. It's just a style. You know what? Let's go over there and get back to work. Hopefully I haven't offended any, and especially art critics. I love artwork. There's the Isabel Gardner Museum down in Boston, or up in Boston, depends on where you are. It would be down for me. My daughter and I, Lauren, she's been to it. I want to go see it. That's where the world's largest art theft occurred. They don't have any Picassos there from what I've been told. Okay, so I've started the layout here. Let's go. So this is for the second track. I've cut some of the pieces. That's what I'll be working on today, is cutting the rest of them. Like that. This will be, it will actually, as it comes around, over in there will end up being higher than this track. But for now I need to just lay it down so I can get my layouts. I'll do it like that. And then I've cut a piece that will go under this that will be glued to make that as one. And then it'll be one 8-foot long straight section like that, something like that. So what I'm doing now is I'm cutting out this piece. So we'll go over and look at that in a minute. But that's going to continue on and continue going around and around. So let's go over and look at the cut. I've just roughly marked out where I want to cut. And then I'll take it over on the layout and scribe it so it looks so it matches up. I've already ripped a couple of 8-foot lengths off for straight track. This was $22 a sheet for 1/4 inch, like a subfloor Luan grade plywood. The jigsaw will pretty much be my weapon of choice today. Let's go over there. And so I've cut this piece. I'm going to set it on here. Just like that. And then I'll get in the hole and I'll scribe around this track to match that curve. And then I'll do it, I believe it's 2 3/4 wide. And I'll cut that out. Sounds easy, right? The first cut, first time, I'm going to make it a little more than what I know it's going to be. And then I'll fine tune it. Overnight, I glued up some of these rail bed pieces. This long straight one with an angle, I'll put some weight on them. Just take these off. Had this one clamped. What's up with that? There we go. A little bit of the adhesive came up through. Okay. Let me just move this one. Oh, you know what? I've had a little design change, so I've got to trim that a little bit. Had to grab my jigsaw. Let's see. I think I can just cut this right here. Perfect. Move this one out of the way. I had marked a starting point here, so I know right where I want to be. Okay, before I explain anything more, I need to talk about a previous clip in this series, in this particular video. I had said that I'm not an aficionado of something. And all my life, that's what I've said, is aficionado, thinking official person or something. Well, my daughter saw the clip last night and corrected me and said it's aficionado, aficionado, aficionado. So I'm sorry, I learned something last night from me daughter. Okay, so moving on. I've decided to assemble the roadbed as I go. I'm gluing everything, all the joints. I've glued them. This one's glued. I started gluing over there. Let's look down here a little bit. I'm getting ready to mark this out. Actually, I've marked. This upper layer is going to come around and head back that way. So I want to line the track up so it's directly over this one. So I scribed a line around there, and now, oh, I grunted. A lot of you people mentioned grunting, hey? So I'm just doing a scribe like that. It's going to change right here, so I've got to fix that. I'll take another piece of track. This is a different, let's see if I like that. I want it heading just like that. So let's change this a little. It's a little bit hard. I think I can scribe that. Okay. So now I'll cut this piece out and glue that one. This piece is all cut, fits really well here. So I made a piece that's going to go underneath that I'll glue. And then a heavy weight on top of that. And now over to that joint. I like that. It's heading the right direction. Nice. Wow. It's taking shape. See if I can explain this. So we have the 1 level, 2 levels. This will be the 3rd level. It'll be up 3 inches above the track. It'll go all the way around and come back. Then this one will be 3 inches above this track and start circling around. It needs to stay, when it comes back, it's going to be at the same level as this one, but it'll be over here. And it'll be heading down and curling around on the back left side here. So I need to do some more. Talk about logistics a little bit. There's still room with the hole, and on this side of this rail bed, enough for a width of track so that when this comes around, it'll be an 18-inch radius coming around. So that'll be a good radius. Should work well. So that's where I'm at. Well, time to untangle this huge mess. Hopefully the adhesive has taken hold. I'm ready to lift the track 2 up. This is pretty close to, well, it's in position. Elevation-wise, it's not taken care of. For now, I'm just using wood blocks just to get the grades. I think I had showed you the app on my phone. Pretty sure I did. It shows the degrees. So that's been really helpful to put it on there and see what it's at. So in degrees, it runs about 1 to 1.5 degrees, which in percent equates to 2 to 3%, just as a point of reference. So I'm going to start with way over here. These are 9-inch blocks. Hopefully things don't just fall apart. I'm trying not to have to crawl into the hole for a little bit anyway. I actually want that over there. I'll get there. So this is a 3-inch block. So it works out if I set it on top of this track, that will give me the spacing I want here. So it should be about 6 inches here. It is. And it's 9 inches there. So coming around, we're continuing up. We're going to maintain, I might even continue climbing here so that we can head back down and clear this. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I have all the grades set. I think we ought to first send a loco and all the rolling stock around the first track while I talk. So, how about a ding, 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 and here we go. This elevation, this track needs to come up just a little bit more because the grade is a little too steep here. All the other grades are great. I only have temporary blocks in. I don't want to do the permanent stuff until all the track is laid and in good shape. So this is what we've got. Really appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Comment, like, and subscribe, and share it with others if you don't mind. All right. See you later. My daughter corrected me. I have forever always said aficionado. I was showing her a clip of that particular segment, and she says, "Dad," she's very kind. That's not correct. I said, "What do you mean?" It's not aficionado. It's aficionado. It's not officiado. It's aficionado. Oh, my head.